Hello, everyone. Welcome in. Welcome to Lockbox, purveyor of boxes. Today, we're going to do something a little different. It's not every day that I bother to even really talk about the fact that I farm gold a little bit in my free time. It's not like I'm very good at it. Like, I'm not hardcore. I'm mostly a transmog farmer anyway. And no, I do not make bank off of transmog. I did get my long boy mostly from doing transmog farming and at the end of BFA, and it was a struggle, but it was also with a tailor and a leather worker that had like old patterns that didn't exist in the game anymore. So that helped a little bit. But all right, so lockbox boxes. We have 1,013 battered junk boxes, thanks to our friend Meryl, who sent them over. So real quick, we're gonna go over to her, and I'm gonna show you how I got these boxes, and then we'll be back. First, I feel like I should show you guys the route. I know it's stupid, but I obviously am Alliance, so I do stockades. The route is very simple. Anybody could do it. It's not like it's hard, but there are a couple things to note. So you just come on in. You don't want to pickpocket too fast. That tends to like bug it out a little bit and you might miss something. So when you open this gate, make sure you kind of stand to the right here to avoid aggroing anything. It sounds dumb because you're like level 60, but you would be surprised at what you can aggro at level 60 in here. If you do aggro something, you have Vanish on a 2-minute cooldown. Make sure you use it. There is one patrolling mob. If you run right in, he's that guy right there. Make sure you get him. There's lots of patrols down here with these poachers. These guys on the end here, on both sides, can start patrolling. So make sure you grab them quick, because aggroing them is the worst. Oh, and then there's that guy. He'll always be there. It's another reason not to go too fast, because you'll catch them right at the right time if you go at just the right speed. When you open these gates, make sure you stand, like, off to the side to avoid aggroing. And then sprint your merry way out. So, this character is a sub-rogue, level 60, talents. Speed stealth is 142%. That's why I use her. Alright, so each run you'll get between 12 or so, and I think the most I ever got in a run was 17 lockboxes. The most tedious aspect is actually just unlocking these bad boys. So once you get them unlocked, you're just going to go ahead and send them to a level 20. I send them to a rogue because, I don't know. It just seems fitting. So the level 20 has her experience locked, and then theoretically, according to the internet, that's what you want to do to make sure that you get the correct item level of any of the drops. So you can see that with like the battered junk boxes, it has a chance to drop one of 3 weapons, none of which I have the appearance of. So I'd be happy to get any of them. But specifically the Black Venom Blade, if it drops at the right eye level, so it would be nowadays for level 20 twinks, it could be worth a lot of gold. Is this a farm worth doing in the hopes of striking it rich? I mean, if you want to. If you want to, sure. But are you gonna get rich off of it? Probably not. You're more likely just gonna get, like, nothing. So I have 1,013 boxes to open now, so we're gonna jump on over to Lockbox and open up some boxes. Alright, welcome back. We are going to open these boxes, again, with the hope that we're gonna get one of these sweet, sweet weapons. We have 1,013 of them to open. It's gonna take a while, especially getting the ones out of the guild vault, because that seems to be, like, really slow for some reason. But I do have a little macro. It's just /use battered junk box. So we're gonna see if it actually works. Let's just get right into it. Well, that's an embarrassing achievement to get, but that's fine. Do I have high hopes for this? No. I don't think I'm gonna get anything. But you never know, right? My favorite part about this is that, like, everything is worthless, actually. That's the payoff, I guess. If you do get what you're looking for, it's worth it. There was definitely a lot of controversy on the XP off forums about, like, what level you should open these at, but general consensus was level 20, so that's what I went with. I figure it doesn't matter because I probably won't get the Black Venom Blade anyway, but it would be so freaking embarrassing to get it and then it'd be, like, worthless because I opened it on, like, a level 60, so I figured I'm an altoholic. What's one more space dedicated to a level 20 alt to open these boxes? Oh, we got a gem. Alright. Now we open more. I don't want to fill my bags up too far because I want to make sure that I don't run out of space. Alright. So, on the plus side, I am very much looking forward to the announcement tomorrow for the new WoW expansion. What will it be? I don't know. We'll have to be patient and find out. Of course, the general consensus is it's got something to do with dragons, the Dragon Isles, Rathian, that kind of stuff. I'm totally on board for that. I'm ready for that. So, I wouldn't complain if that was it. I'm just mostly hopeful that whatever they put out is fun and, most importantly, alt-friendly, since I'm addicted to playing alts. Like, have a main? What is that? No, I'm kidding. My Marksman Hunter is my main. And I'm bad at it, so that should tell you something. But every expansion I do pick a main, specifically to, like, I don't know, be sure that, like, I get the reputation all on one character. Even though lately it's like, oh, you actually want to do it on, like, every crafter that you have, which is a lot of my alts, and I'm just not down to do the same end game quests over and over again. I think my reasoning for that is that, like, the gear sucks. So, like, when the expansion comes out, like, my alts don't have good gear, and it's really hard for them to go quest because it's painful. So that stops me a little bit. Alright, we got nothing good yet. I mean, I won't say no to the gems, just because this is like a dead server, by the way. I don't think I mentioned that, but this isn't Warm Rest Accord. This is a quiet, mostly dead server. I mean, it's not completely dead. Obviously, there are players on it, but despite that, despite the server being like really quiet, none of these gems are even worth anything. But the problem is that you're lucky to find them on the auction house at all sometimes, just because it's such a dead server. I know we're getting near the end, and I haven't even seen anything. Luckily, we still have 588 in the guild bank. And we open some more. I really wish they would make pickpocketing, like, worthwhile, but they sorta tried it in, I think, Legion and Draenor, and it was just, I don't know. It wasn't that fun. Alright, to the bank. What's up, Phineas? As you can see, like, every tab is full here. I don't know how to, like, withdraw all, so I feel like there's, like, a TSM setting for this. Maybe it's with the personal guild, or personal, yeah, bank, but this is gonna take 90 years for me to fill my... Is this better or worse than the mail? I don't actually know. It's worse for my freaking hand, that's for sure. Alright. There's one tab. We're getting down to the wire here. We only got, like, a few to go. I think I should make the title something about luck. Dang. Alright, on to tab number 2 here. And again we go. It's looking bad, folks. Ooh, we got a pattern. It's not much, but it's something. I'm actually surprised it took us this long to even get a pattern. On to tab number 3. Again we go. Oh, we got a ring. And a neck. I mean, worthless, but whatever. Rogues from Classic are crying that all these poison things are vendor trash now. Tab number 4, anyone? Takes all my focus to like pull these bad boys out of the bank. Okay, 98 more, let's go. Ooh, another ring. Ooh, and another ring. I love how they're all hiding, like, in the last half here. And another ring. Another pattern. Well, formula, I guess. Alright, tab number 5. We're running out here, guys. We're getting to the end of the line. We only have one tab after this one, and then it's quits. Well, for a little bit. It took me a while to gather these, because I just did, like, a couple runs here and there. Alright, so I guess while I'm doing this, I could talk a little bit about Shadowlands and my thoughts on it so far. 9.0 was awful, by which I mean the story was fine. I enjoyed that. But then the tediousness of actually playing the game caught up to me and my husband, and we decided to quit around the same time. Because all we were doing was logging in and doing chores every day, and it took pretty much all of our playtime together just to knock out the chores. You know what? And it wasn't fun. It wasn't fun. So we ended up quitting until, I mean, I quit until 9.1.5, where I did my Keystone Master Challenge. And then my husband still hasn't come back, and he may never come back. So it's just one of those things where, like, I understand that there's stuff that you, like, need to do at the onset of an expansion, like, you know, quests and some rep if you want to get things that are cool or gear. But when you put something like a legendary into the game, and this is me being gentle, when you put something like a legendary into the game, people have to have it. Like, you won't get invited to groups if you don't have it, and at a certain point in the expansion, if your gear is good enough, people are going to start, like, side-eyeing you for not having it yet. The problem with legendaries in this expansion isn't that it was, like, required to have one at a certain point. Like, your class just literally plays like dog shit if you don't, in many cases. But that the cost of getting one was a lot of gold. And, like, let's not pretend that Blizzard didn't know exactly what they were doing when they made the bases level up the way they did and made the mat requirements as high as they are. Like, they knew people were just going to go buy a WoW token to purchase their legendary. Now, my husband and I didn't do that, but it took pretty much all of our savings, and we both bought, like, slightly lower level legendaries so that we could have them. Because, like, obviously, having the power is better than not having the power. The problem is that, like, now your eye level looks like dog shit. And good luck getting into groups when your eye level looks like that. So anyway, I didn't struggle that much to get in groups. I did a little bit of Mythic Plus on my Marksman Hunter before I quit, and I got into groups just fine, and I found people for my own groups just fine. But the state of the game is better now in 9.2 than it pretty much has ever been since I started playing this expansion. Oh, great. There we go. So anyway, like, if the game had come out like it is now, I feel like my husband would have never quit, and I certainly wouldn't have. I pretty much, it's rare that I quit WoW for any serious length of time, but in the last few expansions I've quit a lot. I know Legion is a fan favorite expansion, but I hated it. It wasn't ult friendly at all. Like, yeah, there were quests to do, but some of them were really hard when you didn't have any gear and no artifact progression, which if you were focusing on a main, you probably didn't have any of it. So, I don't know. I suffered, I've been suffering. Whatever comes in 10.0, I hope that it kind of addresses the issues of alts. Like, Blizzard should want you to play your alts. Like, oh, you're bored of your main? Yeah, you should totally roll an alt and just see, like, see what's up on the other side of the fence, you know? Like, is the grass greener? Probably not. Unless you're a survival hunter. But then they got nerfed a little bit the other day, so they deserved it. Love you guys. Anyway, we're getting to the end of the line here. I'm sad. That's it. We have no more lockboxes. Bank has been drained dry. You guys, we didn't get anything cool. All right, let's arrange this stuff a little bit so we can kind of see what we did get. All right. So this is what we got. We got a neck. We got some rings here. For some reason, somebody posted this at 36,000 gold, even though the region sale average is 100. Good luck with that, bro. And then these two. So, like, nothing particularly exciting. And then we got a pattern and a formula. Not the worst. I'll send these to my guys. Except this one. Somebody posted that for 100 gold and I purchased it. So, like, I'll just post this on the auction house, I guess. Looks like my crafter already has it. And we got 13 moss agates, or agates, however you want to say it. And then some lesser moonstones. And a bunch of these healing potions, which are just vendor trash. So, let's vendor some stuff. Just for laughs. Just for the hell of it. Wow, do I not like being zoomed in that far? Alright. And we're gonna sell these. I'm gonna leave the rest of it alone for now, but, like, we made, like, you know, a gold 50. So, wow. Now, when I said that I was lucky, I didn't mean that it was good luck. Luck is not always good. Luck can be bad. When people say that they're never lucky, like, I don't know. That just means you're mediocre, I guess. So, I'm lucky, just not in a good way, I guess. Hey, thanks for tuning in, guys. It was fun to open up some lockboxes and just see what was what, I guess. I might do it again sometime. I don't know. We'll see. I really should be, editing other things instead. Until next time, take care of yourselves, guys, and happy healing.